Hey guys, what's up? Living Movie this time for a comedy sequel. Hooray! Neighbors 2 Sorority Rising, the sequel to the hit comedy Neighbors, directed by Nicholas Stoller, written by Andrew J. Cohen, Brendan O'Brien, Stoller, and Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg. Stars Seth Rogen, Rose Byrne, Zac Efron, Chloe Grace Moretz, Ike Barinholtz, Kirstie Clemens, Dave Franco, Jared Carmichael, Christopher Mintz-Plasse. If I pronounce any names wrong, combo pronunciation. Beanie Feldstein, whatever. Clara Mamet, Aquafina, Selena Gomez, Hannibal Buress, Elise and Zoe Vargas. Also has Lisa Kudrow and Kelsey Grammer in cameo. And this movie is set, and of course, Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne have a kid, and they have a new one on the way, and they're moving to the suburbs. Actually, I think they bought a house in the suburbs, and they're now wanting to move out of their original house. And however, it's currently in escrow, so the buyer has 30 days until to make a decision. And however, that could be a bit of a problem because there's a sorority that's moved. Because unfortunately, there's these girls that move in next door to start a sorority. They try getting in one sorority, but they're not allowed to party because the system does not allow sororities to have parties. And they decide to start their own sorority independently, and they unfortunately cause a bit of a ruckus, which of course is could be a bit of a problem for Rogen and Byrne. So they decide to a rivalry ensues between them. So Zac Efron gets involved, their old rival, and we have our comedy. No, I was not excited for this because unfortunately I'm not a fan of comedy sequels. I'm not a big fan of comedies in general. I can enjoy comedy like anybody else, but a lot of them suck today. And also, I didn't see the point of a comedy sequel. It just felt unnecessary. I really enjoyed the first Neighbors. I thought it was just a fun comedy. Though, to be honest, if I was gonna say what do I consider defining frat house comedy, defining frat boy comedy, it's National Lampoon's Animal House. This is just an absolute classic. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. John Belushi's full of energy. It's extremely silly as hell, but just has such a charm to it that's just hard not to enjoy. It's just hard not to enjoy that, you know. Such a nice charm. It's one of the best National Lampoon movies of all time. Hell, it might be the best. So yeah, I really enjoyed the first Neighbors. It was a lot of fun. But going into this, I didn't see the point of it. The first trailer, which was the only trailer I ever saw, didn't really help it any better. It just made me think, what's the point? And after coming out of it, I enjoyed it. It's not as good as the first movie, and I still don't see the point of it. Okay, before I get to that, let's get to my positives. The cast is solid. No one's really bad here. There's no bad performance to be found, really. Seth Rogen, he's typical Seth Rogen. He's very likable. Sometimes he gets high or something like that, it's pretty funny. He's just a likable dude. It's hard not to like him. He has this infectious smile, and he just has this. I don't know what it is that makes me kind of enjoy him. Maybe it's his energy, the fact that he's a very positive guy. Oh yeah, involved Nicholas. Okay, let me go back to my anticipation. If there's anything that was probably giving me hope, there were a lot of writers involved, but these writers are pretty talented. Brendan O'Brien and Andrew J. Cohen did write the first one. And Stoller, Goldberg, and Rogen have proven themselves as pretty good writers. And Nicholas Stoller, I saw it from the Neighbors. Also, I own Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Here, let me get it. See? I own it. I really liked it. I haven't seen Get Into the Greek, unfortunately. And, I've seen a lot I enjoy a lot of their stuff. So, yeah. There's some hope, but you get the idea. It was actually my skeptical about category for my most extreme movies of 2016 video. Getting back to the positives. Yeah, Seth Rogen's likable. Rose Byrne, she's likable as well. I enjoyed her on screen. And it's nice that she also plays a part in the rivalry, because usually when it comes to movies like these, usually the woman is left out of the category. Hell, she actually was a major part in the first movie. Hell, I think she actually helped really kick off the conflict, which I really thought was pretty enjoyable. And yeah, I liked her in the first movie, obviously. I do like the chemistry between her and Seth Rogen. You really buy them as a couple. They're very good at it. They're likable. They play off each other pretty well. They're just fun to watch on screen. Zac Efron. This guy really proves himself that he has a pretty good. He really does pretty well with comedies. I won't deny that. He does pretty good with what he can do. I enjoyed him on screen. He's a lot of fun to watch. I can't help but say that. He's very good at it. I liked him. Ike Barinholtz, I really enjoyed him as well. He had some pretty good. He actually offered up some pretty good lines and a lot of pretty good moments. His clown makeup was pretty funny, but also when he was this one scene where unfortunately he gets drugged, I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah. Also I enjoyed Ike Barinholtz's wife. I forgot the actress who plays her, but I thought she was pretty funny. She actually had this one funny. I just enjoyed the hell out of her. Some of the returning members, like some of the they mostly are resorting to cameos, unfortunately, which is kind of sad. But hey, I enjoyed the points they had. Dave Franco, I enjoyed him. Nothing great. He was fine. Lisa Kudrow, she's fine. Hannibal Buress, he had a pretty funny moment. And with also one of the other actors, I forgot who he was. Like Hannibal Buress had like a partner, and I enjoyed, and he was okay. He's not the best, unfortunately. He's fine. No one's bad per se. Some of them are either range from okay to fine. Chloe Grace Moretz and Kiersey Clemens and Beanie Feldstein. I enjoyed those three. They do fine. They're nothing great. Probably a better film for Chloe Grace Moretz than The Fifth Wave, which I don't want to see because of the bad reviews. But knowing the fact I'm not paying, knowing the fact that I can just go on GameFly and not pay for that movie, only pay for the membership, then that's kind of nice. Yeah. Also, and then you're asking me if it's funny. Yes, I laughed. There were a few laugh out loud moments, and I laughed more than I didn't. I enjoyed a lot of the gags. I also chuckled a good amount of times. I laughed a good amount of times. There's also a lot of good entertainment value, obviously. I was entertained. I was never really bored. I didn't want to leave. I had a fun time. It was fun to watch. Some of the chaos stuff that you kind of do expecting comedies like these. I enjoyed those parts. Nothing bad with them. They were fun. And I enjoy these characters on screen. And I like the rivalry isn't as good as the first movie, but it's okay. It's fine. And I do like the team. I like the team dynamic between Seth, Rogen, like Rogen, Byrne, Efron, Barinholtz, and who else? Ooh, Carla Gallo. Okay, I enjoyed her. Yeah, they have a fun team dynamic. There's a lot of fun moments, So it's just fun. So let me get to my negatives. There's some stuff in the trailer that's not in the movie, such as the scene, like in the first trailer. I don't know, I haven't seen any of the other trailers, or like the Red Band trailer, so I can't comment on that. But in the first trailer I saw, here's the stuff that doesn't make it in the movie. A scene involving a SWAT team crashing into a car. That doesn't get in there. That's not in there. A scene where Rogen tries to set up an airbag and gets blown to the wall. Not in there. Another one where what's the other gag? What's the other gag? I forgot it. What is that? What was the other gag? I don't know. There's also one involving TV spots where Zac Efron slips on lube and the girl just sprayed all over him. That's not in the movie either. Maybe that's the thing I'm talking about. I could be wrong about that. It's been a while since I've seen that trailer. And honestly, I kind of don't care. Whatever. So let's get to my negatives right now. My true negatives. It's just more of the same stuff. There's nothing really new they're doing here except the change in gender, but that doesn't really mean they're doing anything new. They're not really changing up the formula. They're doing the same damn thing with so much, changes that are basically insignificant when you think about it. The rivalry isn't as strong, isn't as fun as the first movie. Hell, the sorority is actually kind of unlikable because they do some things that make me kind of dislike them. Chloe Grace Moretz kind of has a goal, has a motive behind starting this Sorority, but I mean, if they're doing stuff like this, am I supposed to get behind them? If that's their intention, then they're really struggling at that. They actually kind of failed, but I don't know. Also, I have to say, some of the jokes fall flat, obviously, like any other comedy. Really sad. Let me get this out of the way. They do reuse some jokes from the first movie, and while some of them could be chuckle-worthy, none of them really made me truly laugh. There's also some jokes that go on for too long, involving like spelling how they spell sorority. That was kind of funny, but it just kept going. I felt like, can you just move on to the next scene, please? I'm just thinking you're dragging it out. It's not that funny anymore, so can you please move on? They also, there's also this one joke, like, that is so stupid, I couldn't even, it was impossible for me to laugh at it because it's just so stupid. I know this movie's trying to be stupid, but you can only go so far. Special disbelief only goes so far a lot. And this joke went too far for me. Not because of all its content, but for how ridiculous it was, how far they were reaching to be as ridiculous as possible. It's a joke that's way too ridiculous for me to laugh at because it's so far-fetched. And I'll talk about that if I talk about a few spoilers. I don't want to talk about the joke right now. But it was a dumb joke, and it really fell flat. Ugh. Then they used, if that scene they used obvious green screen, I don't know. But the joke was too stupid for me, and it just fell bewilderingly, unfortunately, really fell flat. There's also some shock humor in there, and I have to say I didn't like how they did it here. It just didn't really make me laugh. They obviously really didn't... It just didn't work for me because a lot of the shock humor is just way too gross for me to laugh at. It's kind of almost like a do-over, but more tasteful. Because the shock humor and the do-over really made me feel a lot worse because, of course, the fact is that not only it was happening to people who the shock humor was just stuff like that's really disgusting and really horrible happening to people who didn't deserve that kind of torment. You guys know how much I hate the movie for its mean-spirited humor. Another thing I didn't like, the shock humor was just I think I only chuckled at one point involving Zac Efron's gross out moment, but that was it. Other than that, I just didn't really find the shock moments funny. They were just too gross for me to laugh at. You should either gross out your characters more than the audience, or how about this? Try not to make it more disgusting. Try to understand what... I mean, you could try, but try to keep it a little more tame. I mean, Jesus. Is it hard to do gross out humor that well? I've seen it work, and... I mean, Dumb and Dumber's a classic example. That's way too easy. But I mean, what do you expect? It can work. I mean, Jesus. There's a thing called taking it too far, and they did take it too far for me. Also, some stuff in this movie really it's hard for me to take seriously or just really gloss over. Like involving some scenes involving how Lisa Kudrow was trying to handle a situation. I mean, they're trying to handle how to deal with the sorority, Rogan and Byrne try to talk to her, trying to deal with the situation, kind of like the first movie, and she kind of shrugs it off. And her reasoning is so stupid. I mean, think it's sexist? You're a woman, so that argument is invalid. Did I already say that? I lost track of myself. It's dumb. It's a real... I mean, you can't shut it down because we consider it sexist. You're a woman shutting down a sorority. There's females in that. There's female members. You're not one to talk. That doesn't make sense. Oh God, that was so stupid. Also involving the cop handling the situation. It's just dumb. You want me to find the sorority likable, right? Well, yeah, that didn't work. No, didn't really work for me. Also, I have to say, some of the cameos are kind of wasted. Hannibal Buress doesn't have much to do. I enjoyed his scene. He had this one pretty funny scene, but I have to say how it had a joke that you could probably call out. I didn't really call it out, but it's one that was maybe a bit too obvious. So, it didn't really hurt me. It was a fun scene, but yeah, he doesn't have much to do. Kelsey Grammer, that guy's such a great comedic talent, and man, I would have liked... He only makes a brief appearance, and I can understand why, but damn. Wasted. Selena Gomez, she's only in for 2 scenes, I think, and she doesn't have much to do. She's fine. I could see Beanie Feldstein be kind of annoying. She didn't annoy me, but that's more of a warning for people. Because she acts so ridiculous. I mean, what the hell do you expect? It's a kind of just loves to be silly and over the top, ridiculous as hell, so that's just part of it. You have to accept it. Either it's part of its charm, or it's more of a detriment. It depends on how you approach this stuff, and how you react to stuff like this. Also have to say, when it deals with sexism and feminism, yeah, here's the problem with this. They keep pounding you over the head with that message, and remind you about it all the time. Well, yeah, that's pounding over the head over means. I mean, what the hell am I saying? Repeating stuff with different words and phrases. It's still the same damn meaning. They just keep pounding the head with it, and also, my God, it's like these people are afraid to offend people. I mean this, like the filmmakers are afraid to offend people. Are you trying to appease trolls, overtly sensitive people, and assholes? Why? Trolls don't deserve any real respect. Assholes, why? I mean, those people are just awful are just people who just love to be mean to others. Why would they want? Why are you trying to? Why are you trying to get some respect from them? They're gonna be mean to you no matter what. Overly sensitive people, they're gonna be offended no matter what you do. So there's just no point to it. No, seriously, they're overly sensitive. They're gonna freak out over anything. So you know what? I don't see the point in trying to appease them. It's actually kind of annoying, and I don't want to do that. Stop playing it safe. You're an R-rated comedy. You have the ability to go as far as you can. And hell, if you want to be offensive, go ahead. Popstar was not afraid to be offensive. I mean, wow. Are you kidding me? Also, when they try getting a message around with sexism, they kind of just bring it up and move on from there. They don't really explore it, so I understand, but Jesus. Also, they kind of almost like try to make sexism they try using like sexism in one scene as an defense for something disgusting the girls do, involving. They do like the scene where they basically, I guess it's supposed to kind of like a joke or a prank on Mac and Kelly. You know, Seth Rogen and Goldberg. Yeah, like Seth Rogen and Goldberg playing them, the couple. Yeah, they do something kind of gross. And they throw something in their house, and it's absolutely disgusting. And they try to almost make it like using like sexism as a defense for it. But I'm just thinking, no, that's not a defense. That doesn't excuse anything. That's extremely disgusting. And are they seriously wanting me to hate you? My God. Ugh. Jesus, I mean, what the hell? The movie also takes a bit of time to end. It didn't really bother me, but it does take a bit of time. And yeah, it has a weird kind of conclusion. It didn't really offend me, but it's just okay. I mean, what do you want me to say other than the other stuff? I mean, wow. I swear, like when it comes to like jokes I could call out, it's like they were relying a lot on the payoff, but doesn't like, you know, like predicting a joke, and of course, you know, getting that right weaken the payoff. No, seriously, calling out a joke, and of course, and unfortunately, your prediction comes true. Doesn't that weaken the payoff? And wouldn't that weaken? And unfortunately, would you really laugh or even like a best chuckle? That's what the best I got out of jokes I could call out. I don't know. Maybe I'm going too much into this, but I mean, you know, you have such great talent here. And you could probably do more with it. And it seemed like you were trying to do more, bringing up feminism, sexism. But the thing is, though, you didn't really follow through with that. It feels like something you were just bringing up just to kind of like inspire some discussion. That's fine, but you keep reminding us about it all the time. It's like you kind of want to discuss something about it, but you don't really seem willing to, or you don't really want to. I don't know what your intention is. Maybe you're trying. Maybe it's what you think is a good example of exploring it. Maybe you don't want to lose. You don't want to be something completely different. I also have to say the dramatic moments, they're kind of typical as what you get in a comedy. That once tonight are a little bit more effective because I actually kind of like some of the characters here. But I have to say the heartfelt moments are as sappy and as typical as you get with comedies. Sometimes they kind of hurt the film. Not excessively, but it can be kind of to its detriment, which is really sad. Oh, I really hate these trends in comedies today. It really annoys the shit out of me. Other problems I have with this movie, I don't know what else actually. Yeah, that's kind of all I got. But yeah, I mean, there's a ton of flaws that count out there, and I guess it's kind of like, bit more than my negatives, but I still did enjoy the movie overall. It's just not that great. Even if it had a ton of flaws, like the jokes that miss, that they're not extreme low to them. And yes, there would be some more serious issues. That's what brings the film down. But I can still enjoy and have some fun with it. There's some good laughs I have with the film. I wouldn't say I would watch it again, but I definitely had a fun time watching it. It's just not something I found very memorable or anything like great of a comedy sequel. I've seen far better, and to be honest, I wish this could have been better. I know that's saying I know I'm probably expecting too much, but to be honest, I mean, you can do so much. Oh well. And maybe you're asking me, I'm not clamoring for Neighbors 3. That just doesn't really appeal to me in all honesty. I'm not 100% against it, but I'm not really excited. But that's really a thing, I'm not really excited for it. Sorry. Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising, it's a 3 out of 5. It's it's an enjoyable comedy, but to be honest, when it comes to my favorite comedy year, that might be The Nice Guys. Sorry, being honest. Anyways, guys, that's my review for Neighbors 2 Sorority Rising. Comment below, how would you compare it to the first movie? Do you think it's better, on the same level, or even worse? Do you want Neighbors 3? You already know my opinion. You already know my answer. What's your favorite comedy this year? And, oh wait, hold on, let me talk about a few jokes. Let's talk about the joke where Seth Rogen is being tricked into going to Sydney, Australia. How the hell... Let's talk about how dumb the joke is. Let's talk about what happens to the joke. See, the girls steal their phones. They don't think to lock their doors, and it seems they must lack hearing. Okay, they're not that stupid, but whatever. But I mean, do some of these people lack peripheral vision? I mean, like, you know, when Chloe Grace Moretz kind of like stole like Rose Byrne's phone, I mean, don't you think she would have hurt her or something like that? Or even had some sense of peripheral vision? Or even turn around her kids saying? Maybe that's the joke, but it's whatever. I guess some people in movies say lack peripheral vision. Whatever. So yeah, like they switch out the phone numbers, they mess with him, they make him go to Sydney, Australia. The reason that joke fails, that is so exaggerated that I can't even take that serious, that I can't even buy that for even a single minute. Don't you think that would have been so ridiculous? Okay, I understand he's concerned for his wife, but wouldn't that be, don't you think that would have been don't you think that would have like been some sort of indication that maybe that maybe that was a lie or something like that? I don't understand. Like, that's where the joke fails. It's too stupid to find funny for me. And yeah, of course, when it comes to Australia using obvious green screen, it's obvious green screen, okay? It's obvious as hell. Another thing, also I have to say, I mean, the moment like where Rose Byrne freaks out and goes to Ike Barinholtz's office and assaults him is pretty funny, and also involving the airbag situation when all the people freak out, and especially the guy who tells Ike Barinholtz to tell Rose Byrne and shit, who's the other actress again? I forgot her name already. Carla Gallo, the truth. It's like, that was kind of funny. Like the guy who freaks out, and that was pretty funny. The thing that joke's too stupid. Seriously, you go to Sydney, Australia. Don't you think that would have been something like that? Also, do these people know how far Sydney, Australia is from the United States? Do they not know how long it takes to fly there? Dicks. I don't know. How could the joke have been? What could have made the joke better? Oh, I don't know. Maybe he's running to the airport and he's about to board, or maybe he's about to board. Maybe he's freaking out at the airport, and he gets a call realizing that I'm on a plane to Australia. Or maybe he's on the plane and then he realizes the grave mistake. I don't know, that could have been a lot funnier. Would have made them unlikable. It still makes the sorority unlikable. It still makes them unlikable no matter what. But at least the joke would make more sense. It wouldn't be that stupid. Yes, the joke fail. Yeah, if you're going to stick to that joke, sure. But how about this? Make the location more believable. For example, how about this? Like a couple miles, maybe to like another city or something. Maybe like another city. That's more believable. I don't know. Maybe to their new house. Wait, did Sorority ever know about that new house? Maybe they did. I haven't seen the film for a few weeks. I don't remember. You can let me in the comment section below. Yeah, but that joke is awful. It was one of the worst jokes in the movie. It fell very, very flat. It's just too stupid to laugh at, in my opinion at least. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and subscribe to more videos.